Hello everyone and welcome to Fun Facts. I'm your host Diana Nakayenga. I get to bring you everything that I have gone through and read, and now I present it to you. So hopefully this will be not only entertaining but very informative and also fun. Alright, let's get right into it. Fun fact number 1. Apple pie is not American. What? I know, right? That's what I said when I saw that listing. I was like, what do you mean it's not American? I eat it almost every day. But, well, not every day. I eat it over the holidays. It is my number one dessert for the holidays. Every time, it does not fail me. Now, apples are actually, in fact, native to Asia, and the first recipe for apple pie was written in England. So big shocker there that we can't really go around calling apple pie American, especially, we love American things out here in America. So it's like, oh yes, that's American. I love apple pie. So next time you think about using those phrases, kind of just reconsider that. Just a little food for thought. Alright, fun fact number 2. 2 of the biggest cut diamonds on Earth are located in the crown jewels. I mean, okay, we're talking diamonds here, so we're saying really expensive and wonderful things here, right? 2 of the biggest, on Earth, right? So imagine all the diamonds in the world. The biggest ones are on the crown. The crown. Imagine walking around as the queen and you just feel, it's like you feel the superiority, right? You just know, like, it makes sense why it's such a treasured position, right? Because it's like you carrying some of the most prestigious, beautiful things on earth, right? These diamonds are on her head. Well, on the crown that she'll put on her head when she wears it. So let me read to you what it says. Both of these cut diamonds came from the Cullinan diamond, a 3,106 carat gem found in South Africa in 1905. The largest stone, called the Great Star of Africa, is in the sovereign's scepter, while the second largest is mounted in the imperial state crown. Okay, so I think I said that both of them were in her crown, but both of them are in the possession. One's in the scepter, one's in the crown. But the fact that they're both there and they're the biggest ones, that's pretty fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story which is the same but not quite. Because stories are fun to tell, right? So I once worked as a background actor many years ago, and I put on a uniform for a policeman uniform, or police uniform. And when I put that uniform on, I kid you not, I literally felt superior. I felt like I could control everyone around me. Not control, but like I could serve everyone around me. I could protect the people around me. Mind you, I am an actor at this point, right? I have no real weapon on me. The costume just looks very similar. So therefore, you feel as if you are a police officer. So I'm telling you this story to say that imagine wearing that crown. You would, of course, feel like you are the queen of the world. Of course, the queen of England or the queen of whatever country you're in. But it just puts that into perspective, where it's like you see things a little bit differently based on kind of what perhaps you're wearing or what you have on or something like that. So that was kind of interesting. All right, enough of that. I know I kind of gave you an example that was slightly different but similar in some way, in the sense of putting something on that is worth so much, right? And not to say that the cop uniform is worth that much, but it's an example, and I wanted to throw it in there. So that's that. All right, moving on to fact number 3. The largest living organism is an aspen grove. Okay, let's think about this. An aspen grove. This is pretty fascinating, right? The largest. You probably thought something else. I know I did. I didn't expect this. But anyways, that is the largest known living organism. So it says pando, Latin for I spread out, is a group of genetically identical quaking aspens in Utah with an interconnected root system. It's an estimated 80,000 years old and takes up more than 100 acres. Okay, at first I was thinking, okay, it's gotta be in Aspen, Colorado, but I guess it's in Utah. It's pretty interesting. But anyways, so the next time that you aren't thinking about Utah and perhaps you're like, why would I ever want to go to Utah? Well, that is kind of a little fun thing to go out and explore and find, because that's fascinating. The largest known living organism is in Utah. Just saying, I would go. In fact, I'm gonna pack my bags probably next month. All right, fact number 4. Eminem stands for Mars and Muri. What? Okay. First and foremost, I probably pronounced Muri wrong. Maybe it's Muri or Muri, but that is what it stands for, M and M. And honestly, I never in a million years would have thought, I actually never even considered that M&Ms had a meaning. I mean, at one point, I do remember wondering, what does even M&M stand for? And then I just bypassed it. I never cared to look it up. I never even cared to consider that there was an actual meaning. So that is pretty cool. It says, Forrest Mars, son of Mars Company founder, first spotted the British confection Smarties during the Spanish Civil War and noticed the candy shell prevented the chocolate from melting. He teamed up with Bruce Muri, son of Hershey Chocolate's president, and the company later trademarked the melts in your mouth, not in your hand slogan. Okay, like I mentioned, again, that is pretty darn fascinating. I love that information because I love M&Ms, and I've loved M&Ms for a long time since I was younger. I stopped recently eating them because I don't do dairy. But anyways, oh my gosh. Yeah, again, I wish I knew this information, because then I guess it would have made more sense. As I'm eating this candy bar, I'm like, M&Ms, oh yeah, I know the founder of M&Ms, this is pretty cool, so I'm eating them. But that did not occur to me at all. So hopefully next time you're eating an M&M, you're like, oh, I know who made this M&M. I know what M&M stands for, so you're welcome. Fun fact number 5. Let's just say that you love mammals and you love all sea creatures, right? You're out there and you're wondering, when am I going to spot one? Sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot, you know, it's give or take. But here's something really fascinating. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from more than 2 miles away. Have you ever seen a blue whale? I've not seen a blue whale. In fact, I've gone whale watching and I love whale watching. However, every time I go, I've gone once. But when I've gone, I saw dolphins, which was, oh my gosh. Of course, I love dolphins, but I did not see a whale. If I would see a whale, I mean, it's kind of scary when you think about it, because that thing is gigantic. But it's just so fascinating to see such large species, right? So you could hear it from 2 miles away, the heartbeat. Oh my gosh. I mean, just imagine. Imagine at night, right? At night, you're, and I think they're usually up in the daytime, but just imagine at night, you're out there sailing by yourself, maybe at 6 a.m. and you hear the heartbeat and you're like, what in the world am I hearing? What am I hearing? What am I gonna do? What can I do? Well, at least now you know that if you hear that, the heartbeat, then you can kind of know that there's a whale nearby. So that's pretty awesome. But anyways, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.